Welcome back to the channel, guys. I'm Daniel. I'm the founder of Tiny Rig, and today we are going to walk you guys through the the family truck that we've got for the shop and for my family. So this is a truck that we've had a different setup on, and now we're going to walk you guys through Alu-Cab's family options. So if you're the husband trying to convince the wife of buying a camper setup for the family, this is the one to grab. We're gonna do a series for you guys, and we're gonna walk you guys through the experience of, I've got a 14-month-old daughter, and we've taken her out camping once in a different vehicle. We've kind of held off because we knew we were gonna build this, and the goal of the builds that we always do at the shop is to make it extremely convenient and stress-free when you guys go out to camp. So making sure that when it's time for the trip, all of my daughter's stuff is gonna be already in the truck that she's gonna need to live comfortably at camp. And that also includes my stuff and my wife's stuff, so that when it comes down to taking the trip, the stress of trying to think of everything that you're gonna need is gonna be taken care of, already packed in the truck. And so we're gonna show you guys kind of the evolution. Right now, this camper is built very, very bare bones. But we're gonna walk you guys through that entire stuff. All right, so on this truck right now, it's a 6.5-foot bed, and it's a Ram 3500. Obviously, this truck is built pretty ridiculously. It's massive for scale. I'll show you guys, like, this is ridiculous. And I'm 5'10", so, you know, I have the third gen Tacoma. It's got 2 seat deletes in the back. There's no seats in the back. We've talked about putting a child seat back in on that 40%, moving the fridge to the back of the camper, which all of that is doable. We're fortunate enough to have a shop that allows us to have different builds so we can show them to customers. And I guess one of the benefits of that is that I get to build stuff for my family, and hopefully for your family too. So the idea behind this, right, that third gen Tacoma has a 5-foot bed. We take our dog out, 35-pound pit bull. And me and my wife would be very, very, very comfortable. That truck is really dialed and we love it. But now that our family has grown, we were looking at kind of a larger setup. And this is, in my opinion, a great truck to go with. The camper is available for Fords as well. So if you have a Super Duty, if you have an F-150, if you have a Ram 1500, it's available for GM, Chevys, a lot of other vehicle platforms. We'll put that up on the screen for you guys so you can see. But in my opinion, if you're building a full-size truck and you have a family, then the 6.5-foot bed is the way to go. With that, I showed my wife yesterday for the first time the back of this thing, and she was blown away by how much space it is. The width of the bed is actually really similar to the width of a 5-foot Tacoma bed. So a lot of room for us to kind of put our stuff out, sit comfortably with, I guess we'll call it the 4 of us now. In this series, we're gonna walk you guys through. Right now, there's the 2-sleeper up top. Alu-Cab fortunately makes another camper, or another top, we'll call it, that's gonna be available soon. And that's gonna be the family sleeper. So we'll show you guys that. For now, we do still have the 2-sleeper on here. But we wanted to walk you guys through it, kind of get the juices flowing, we'll call it, of what you guys will be able to do on a full-size truck. Show you guys kind of the size and the amount of space inside. And also, I don't think we've done a walk-around video of a full-size truck in a really long time. So trying to get you guys some more information. Essentially, we'll walk through the basics of the camper. So on a 5.5-foot bed, again, this is 6.5, what you're gonna see is that the camper is not gonna have this large section here. It's gonna have a single door. That's a change with moving from the cabin to the ModCAP family. So you get one massive door, same Alu-Cab latches that you've always known, but now you get that really large opening. At this time when we're shooting this video, which is mid-October of 24, screen kits are not available for the 2 sides, but they will be. Alu-Cab has always done that. And so you do also have an option of doing a sliding glass window or the solid window. If you do the sliding glass window, you do have an option to do a molly plate inside that'll provide some security and protection. On this truck, we have a glass sliding window on that Tacoma that we have on display. So we just wanted to change it up so we could show you guys in person the differences. Now, you can see there's a good amount of deflection on the door. However, you don't need to worry about the hinges. Obviously, if you grab more center, it's fine, but this is all still that same Alu-Cab build quality that's extremely well proven and tested. From a warranty standpoint, we really don't see issues with campers, really ever at all. It's built extremely well, and I think if you guys are looking to get your family out and stay safe, then this is going to be one of the better options for you guys that's available. Continuing with the focus on the camper itself, this extra section over here, Alu-Cab has now released molly plates for connecting this channel and this channel right here. The entire camper is made with an aluminum extrusion that Alu-Cab uses for their load bars. And you can see that they're welded together. But what that ends up leaving you with is hardware channels for an M8 piece of hardware all across the camper. So if you've got accessories or you want to hang a hammock or something like that, you can definitely put a hook up here, hang the hammock, other end of the tree, and it's plenty strong. Working our way back, you guys will see that the tailgate is now gone. So common question that comes up is what happens to my backup camera? Or in this case, the truck has a digital rearview mirror. At this time, we haven't put that camera on it, but we've done it for other vehicles. So we actually can relocate the factory camera. If your vehicle did not come with a rearview mirror that's digital and a screen, we can actually add that for you at the shop. But when we get rid of that tailgate, you end up with a much easier entrance than having to climb over a tailgate and work your way in. The other added benefit of it, again, for the families, trying to stay as clean and organized as possible. This tailgate removal and replacement allows you to reduce the amount of dust that's going in the camper extremely significantly. We get requests all the time. We're really well known for sealing truck beds and campers. And we get requests for people with other campers that have tailgates all the time. And I typically will spend 15 minutes with them explaining everything that we can do, but the fact that having a tailgate still is going to end up being the entry point for most of that dust. So while you do lose the ability to kind of sit up there as a family, you end up with this really nice entry to be able to climb in and out. Now, for perspective, again, these are 40-inch tires, and the truck's quite lifted, but getting in the camper is a lot easier than having to climb over that tailgate. You're not messing up those knees. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to pop out and I'm going to show you guys how to open this. Now, I've mentioned the family sleeper, and that's what's going to eventually be on this truck. But if you have a full size and you're not looking for your family, then this setup is still going to be awesome for you. So we have pins on both sides, and then we have Alu-Cab's new latches, and it's just going to be a push-up. Now, Alu-Cab's fabric is one of the things that I always talk to folks about at shows. If you go around and feel the fabric at any of the shows, you're going and you're kind of shopping around, you'll notice that Alu-Cab's fabric is way more burly, way more durable, way thicker, and it's actually double walled too and pulled extremely tight. What that does is it keeps the noise down when you're in bad weather and it's windy. The fabric itself, you're not going to hear it. You'll actually feel the truck sway more than hearing it. So if you're trying to have a good night's sleep at camp, which I end up sleeping better at camp, this does a really good job of keeping things nice and quiet. Let's step inside, Noah. Let's show them how large this thing is. So I'm crouched inside right now, and I'm going to show you guys kind of for me, one of the main selling points of Alu-Cab stuff. When I say stuff, I mean their campers and their sleeping situation. So again, we're in the 2-sleeper, but you have the bed on a gas strut and you have a split platform. So it pops up really easy. And then this side, let's say it's time you're at camp, you're gonna change at camp or something like that. You just went for a mountain bike ride. You wanna switch clothes, you're all sweaty. Your bed's all made up here. All it takes is lifting the bed. The gas struts are gonna kick in right about halfway and make it really easy for you guys to lift. So as soon as it's right there, it lifts it the rest of the way. Now, your bed's still made, which is to me one of the biggest selling points. A lot of the other camper systems out there, are going to have tiles or large sections that need to be slid forward. By having things on a gas strut, your bed gets to stay made at night. There's no setup, right? And it's one of those things I talked about before of making sure that camping is really convenient, making sure that it's easy and you're not stressed about the setup, right? Nobody really enjoys doing the setup at camp, but Alu-Cab makes it really easy. Hopefully the camera is picking this up, but this is massive. I have a 6-foot wingspan, and I'm touching this area right here. It's a lot of room back here. We're going to end up adding an interior from Goose Gear, which will give us some nice seating. It's going to be at about this level right here. And you'll see, like, the doors wide open, you'll still be able to really enjoy the outdoors while being inside. The current screen kit that is available is that rear door, which we're going to get on there. Other than that, guys, it's same Alu-Cab DNA that's on the midsize, which we have a lot of videos on. You guys will be able to walk through that. But bug screens all the way around up top. You get included lighting. So you can see on this door right here, we have a National Luna touch light, and that's something that comes standard with the campers. If you're going to go to Tiny Rig or another shop to get that installed, there will be a charge to have those wired up. It also comes pre-wired for solar up on the roof, so you can add solar very easily, not have to drill through anything. Another advantage of Alu-Cab. You also get USB ports up top, a reading light. It just makes it really, again, convenient. That's the goal here, right? Is extremely convenient, very durable, very reliable, so that when you're out camping, you're just enjoying camping. To my right, we have Alu-Cab's water tank. That's a 13-gallon water tank that's gravity fed. That little spigot on the back is how you can quickly get some water out, wash your hands, brush your teeth. There are baffles inside this water tank, so it's going to keep things from being sloshed around too much and feeling that inside the truck, which you probably won't feel on this big of a truck. But we've got some accessories coming. We'll show you guys those in other videos. For now, you can leave a question in a comment. I definitely recommend subscribing because we'll keep the videos coming. And we're going to go through and we're going to kind of plan things out. I'm going to get my wife in some of these videos. She doesn't know that yet. But we're going to get my daughter fully set up to camp so that we can start going out and camping like we used to before she was born. So thank you guys for watching. I'm Daniel again. If you have any questions, give the shop a call. Either speak to me, Noah, or Scott. And we hope to see you guys at the shop. Take care.